Well, started like a couple of years ago, and I made a very specific prayer to Jehovah. And at that time, I was feeling lonely, and I wanted a companion, someone to share my life with. So I asked Jehovah through prayer that, I wish I could meet a sister. She's very spiritual, and I wanted her to be a sister from the Philippines. It was very specific.
It all started in 2015 when I came here for work. That time, I'm attending Fremont, Lake Elizabeth Tagalog congregation. And then may mga common friends kami doon, and sabi nila, oh, let's go to Concord to help out in service. Sabi ko, oh sige, para makapag-tour din ako around the area.
My friends from Fremont came over to our hall and wanted to introduce to me a sister from the Philippines. So I'm like, wait, this is kind of like a reto. I'm not really into reto. So being nice, I just allowed my friends to come over to our congregation for field service on a Saturday.
And then that day came, and pumasok kami sa loob ng Kingdom Hall, and then nakita ko si Louie sa magazine counter. Siyempre, mahiyain. And then sabi ko, hi, hello, kamustahan? And then nagpakilala to each other. And then I remember the first thing na inalok sa akin ni Louie is yung Bible. The small Bible, the gray Bible, kasi wala pa ako noon.
And the reason is because I knew that in the Philippines, they didn't have a pocket English Bible yet. So
sabi niya, oh, do you have a small Bible? Kung wala pa. And then suddenly, kinuha ko na yun. Until now, I consider it as as his first gift to me.
Long story short, we went out on field service with my friends, but I refused to eat lunch with her. And the reason being, I had an appointment with my friend, and because I wasn't really into this reto type of stuff. The day ends, I come back home, and I told myself, man, I feel really bad, because like I didn't give her a chance to get to know me, and I didn't give myself a chance to get to know her. I talked to Kuya Mark. I don't like what they're doing to me. They're trying to reto me with another sister from the Philippines. And then Kuya Mark was like, why not? She's spiritual, she's a pioneer, she's working, and she seems to have a nice personality. And that was the moment where I remembered my specific prayer to Jehovah. That night, she requested to follow me on Instagram. So I accepted her, of course, then direct messaged her and said, hey, I'm sorry that I had to make field service plans very brief. Can we go on field service again in Fremont? And maybe we'll have lunch, my treat.
And as the goes by, nagkaroon na kami ng, yung naging familiar na kami sa each other.
That very night, we messaged each other. I don't remember me sleeping at all because all night we were just talking and getting to know each other. We started talking more and more every day, nonstop.
And then, naging boyfriend-girlfriend na kami. And then we talk about our future plans and marriage.
Yeah, the hardest part of us dating was our time difference. I remember talking to Memory like early in the morning because over there it's nighttime. So at times I'll still be very sleepy and she would be very mad at me for falling asleep. We kept the whole long distance thing interesting. And we synced movies together. So we would watch movies and we would have dinner nights and we would bring our own food. And most importantly, we had a family worship together. We studied the book, the Family Happiness book. And that happened every Friday. As months went by, when I started to get to know Memory and our love for her deepened, I made a decision that I wanted to visit Memory in the Philippines. I wanted to get to know her family. I wanted to get to know her congregation. And most importantly, I wanted to get to know her in her own natural habitat.
And then, after 6 months, after bumalik na ako sa Philippines, and after 6 months, nag-decide siya na pumunta siya sa Philippines to meet my parents.
When I was in the Philippines, we went to the conventions together. We went out on field service together, and with her friends, we went out in cart witnessing together. So that's where I found out her trueness in her natural habitat, where I get to see her spirituality, and I get to see her interact with her friends and family. And I like what I saw.
How he proposed? So, for me, I'm not into surprises. Ayoko talaga na may surprises na may luluhod in front of me. Sinabi ko na sa kanya yan at the first place. So, nag-propose siya doon sa Taal Volcano.
And before we came to this destination, I spoke to her dad personally. That, of course, in my worst Tagalog, I asked her that, you know, I'm interested in your daughter and I would like to hold her hand in marriage. So Dad was like, okay. So once I got Dad's approval, that's when I proposed to Memory.
And then, nilabas yung ring. Kasi we have planned na to get married. So it's like officially, engagement. Nilabas yung ring and then, will you marry me? And of course, ayoko ng maraming taong nakatingin sa amin. Sabi ko, yes. Yan, yes.
And I remember walking with Memory in that area, and you know, I got down on my knees and I asked her, will you be the woman to wake up every morning to see my face? And she said yes.
And then yun, after that, bumalik na siya dito sa California. Yan, July 23rd, we got married dito sa California. And of course, sa Concord, where we first met. Kaya yung Concord, napamahal na sa amin, yung area na yon. For me, this is both happy and sad moment for me. Kasi that time, sa wedding namin, of course, wala yung family ko. So, parang I feel alone. Kasi wala sila. But at the same time, I'm happy. Kasi I know na I'm getting married to Louie. There's always ups and downs. Especially for me, it's adjustment. Especially for me, it's adjustment. Kasi new culture, new friends, and then suddenly I get pregnant.
Another big change in our marriage was the birth of our daughter, Maddie. And we consider Maddie like a surprise gift from Jehovah because she wasn't planned. And I remember going to Memory's prenatal visits at the hospital and hearing Maddie's little heartbeat through the sonogram. And that's when I realized this is it. I'm gonna be a father. I'm gonna be the one to be there for her when she has problems. I'm gonna be the dad to teach her about Jehovah's ways and to love Jehovah. And I'll be the dad to drive away all those guys trying to chase her.
Our precious daughter, a gift from Jehovah. I'm crying. Stop. So, she's our bundle of joy. And, of course, fast forward 2 years in marriage. So, we still find ways na magkaroon kami ng time to each other. Crying. To each other. Kasi it's hard to being a parent. Kasi sa beginning, really, kasi as a parent, nandiyan yung mga new adjustment ulit for me and then kay Louie din also, of course. So, may mga bagong responsibility, may mga bagong kung paano i-handle si Maddie. Yeah. Pero as a parent, even though it's tiring, it's rewarding. Kasi, like, we have a small family. Yan. And then, si Maddie, 1-year-old na, may bagong adjustment na naman. Kasi naging, na siya, moody. Nandiyan yung mga character niya lumalabas na. So, parang adjustment na naman sa amin. Ayun, sabi ko nga, sana magstay na siya baby forever para mas madali siyang alagaan.
So during Memory's pregnancy, it was a true test for us of our patience. You know, both of us had sleepless nights. I know Memory She had difficulties with her contractions, so I was doing whatever I can to make her feel comfortable, like repositioning pillows and getting her food. As parents, we're gonna be models for Maddie, and she's the one that's gonna look at our example. So when Maddie grows up, number one, we want her to be close to Jehovah. We want her to develop that relationship with. We look forward to many memories with Maddie, and most of all, we're hoping to see our love for each other as a family grow together. Now that it's our 2nd year anniversary and we have Maddie, we still have conflicts from time to time, but because of Maddie, she is a girl, she is a daughter that we love. And whenever we have problems or conflicts, Maddie's the only person that could help both Memory and I grounded.
Ayan, future plans namin as a family is to continue serve Jehovah, and of course for Maddie to be grow and to be a servant of Jehovah also.